The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the podcasters and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent or their affiliates.
Action!
What up? What up?
What's going on, gents?
Can't call it, man. You know, it's a good old Monday.
Yeah,
First
good
day of the
old
week.
Monday. Ain't nothing good about it. I'm
first day of
still
the
tired.
week, man. You know, everybody ain't got it like you, my boy.
Yeah.
How was your trip, man?
You know what? It needs to be one of them all bros trips. Yes, sir, indeed. It was great.
Oh,
It was great, man. I had a really, really good time. You know, shit. They did a lot of shows and like shit. It was a party Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You know, they just had parties like big parties in the pool. You know, it was
did you get in the
nice.
pool too?
Nah, there was too many young people up in that motherfucker, man. You know. Say that again.
I said, did you get in the pool?
I said, nah, it was too many young people up in that bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? Them young teeny boppers, man, they bouncing all around and yeah, nah. I observed from a good 40, 50 feet, you know,
Oh,
just watch the
really?
view. Watch the view. I
That's
got in
it.
the other one though, the other pool they had on the other side with the in the pools, the walk-up bar in the pool, I did that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I got you.
Yeah. But it was nice though.
That's
Definitely nice.
good, man. That's good.
Did y'all get out the past weekend?
No, because it was Animal's birthday. I mean, Animal's wedding was on Sunday.
Okay, man. Congrats to Animal, man. Yeah.
Yeah, on
Yeah, my
Saturday.
condolences too, man. I saw it online, man. One of y'all members, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Good dude,
yeah,
man. Good
yeah,
dude.
I've been saying he's a cool cat, man. Definitely a cool cat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fun to be around.
Yeah, good person. As long as he was on the good side, he was a good person.
Of course, of
Yeah.
course. What's up, my boy? You ever having problems? Yeah, he ain't talking too much, dog, right now. So
Yeah.
anyway, but yeah, Saturday, man, I went and got my oil change because you know, going into that all women's ride in Vegas.
You went or you
No,
going?
it's yeah, we're going. Yeah,
It's this weekend?
yes, it is.
Shit. Yeah, we got an all chapters meeting here in LA.
It's all good, my boy.
Yeah, I ain't been to that one yet.
Hey, sometimes you gotta, take care of what you gotta take care of.
Yeah, I agree with you, shit. But I damn sure would like to be there. You
So what you say on the topic, Mister Philly Whopper?
know, we've addressed this like what is it? Take 100, part 100. Uh,
Pretty much, yeah.
so we talking about leadership positions. You know, and no matter how many times we talk about this, I truly, really get to hear over and over different stories. So, without any names being mentioned, there's a club where the leadership is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, and you know, the members, you got half is with the leadership, the other half is let's stick to the bylaws. But on both sides, you got people that don't want to stand up and say these are the rules and let's go. So it caused, you know, several people to leave the club, you know. And I think
Right.
that's one of the biggest challenges they're having now when it comes down to clubs is that people are leaving, whether they go to another club or start their own club is yet to be determined. But people are leaving these clubs because people, you know, like the founders or the OGs, as we would like to say, you know, don't stand up and say, hey, these are the rules and this is what we got to stick to. You know, the members that's there, they don't have a backbone to be like, nah, man, these are the rules. We sticking to the rules, you know, or we need to impeach a person, or we need to vote, you know. Instead, the leader's just able to say, nah, this is what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? And people just packing up, leaving instead of, you know, staying there fighting.
I just think that people are coming and people are so title driven. It's like I have to have a position to stay where I'm at.
Right.
Then again, it's like you have to ask yourself, man, what are you really here for?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
a title doesn't make you or shouldn't break you. So then you don't get that position. Now you're pissed off and you're going about your business, but you're preaching this, oh, I love my club, I love my brothers. No, you love that title more so than anything.
Yeah.
So here we are talking about it for the 100 and 100th time.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know the sad part about it is I don't think the members in most of these clubs where they have these issues know how strong they really are. You know, I guess they're more used to being like donkeys being led by the carrot. You know what I mean? The dream, whatever it is. But if you signed up, when you signed up and said, I agree to everything in these bylaws at the time you signed the bylaw, you know?
Right.
And when people are not acting according to the bylaws, your mindset should be, oh no, this is not the bylaws, you know? And if you're the only one speaking up, it's challenging, it's gonna make you leave, it's gonna make you stand down, it's gonna make you become a lone wolf if you're still loyal to the patch, you know what I mean? And if you don't have a mother chapter or a national to govern you, it seems like the president's is just running amok of the club. You know what I mean?
But then you got to add, and then, you know, you put people in certain positions because you think that that person is going to do better than the other person. And I was always asked, you know, and for me, it's like, what can you bring to the table? Shit, more so than what a lot of people can bring to the table. I'm not going to go into what I said 15 years ago, 14 years ago, but they all know what I'm saying. That's why I'm still here. But it's like I said again, bro, they're so title driven because they feel that they got to have a different patch in the front to do certain things.
Right.
And it's a job. When you have a title, it's a job. You know what I mean? Some gonna like you, and some not gonna like you. And like we said, like we stated earlier, you know, the ones that sit in the background be chitter chatting, but then don't want to come to the forefront when you have a meeting to explain yourself to actually what's going on. So now you sit back and you're picking and choosing your words to say to certain individuals to get them on your side. But in reality, those are the same individuals that are going to be quiet just like you.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing about it is like we've said this so many times before. It's like I don't know what it is. I like I said, I don't know if it's because you think you finna get some pooty cat, and you think that, you know, because you get in free, you know, certain privileges. There's privileges that I'm still learning that presidents have that I've never exercised and don't plan on exercising them. You know what I'm saying? So, like one person told me, like, you know, president, the club's supposed to pay for his room. The club's supposed to, huh? What? No, I'm gonna pay for my room. I'm fully invested. If I can afford to do it, I'm gonna afford to do it.
Of
If I
course.
can't, that's something different. But I can afford to do it. You know, those positions to me You should be outside faithfully. You should be riding a bike. You should have a bike. Let's start with those. Have a bike first and be outside because you were supposed to be the face of the club, right? You don't go outside. You don't have a bike. How are you a president? Why are you still in the club?
That's a very good question. But then again, you know, like we've been over this and you guys have watched us talk about this so many times. But then these presidents just don't want to let that go. They don't want to let it go. And then if that president lose that title, what does that president do? He quits.
Yeah.
You quit on the club and go somewhere else and do something different. But you're supposed to be the face of your charter. So you lead by example. So how can you lead by example if you're not leading your troops into a situation where they should be comfortable going, but don't know? And then when they get pressed, you're the one that's not there to give them the knowledge that they need to have so they don't get pressed.
Mm-hmm.
So then again, it's like, who's teaching these presidents how to be a president?
You know, I think nobody. I think I think some people, man, like we talked about before, they leave one club and they start their own. But they didn't have the presidency qualities before they left their own club, the last club, right? And then they come up with these rules, or they don't come up with any rules, and then they wing it. Or you've been a president so damn long, you have become obsolete as a president. You no longer moving the club forward. You're holding the club back. You're holding the club back, or you driving good members away. See, that's what they like to do. These presidents these no good presidents like to get rid of all the people with the potential to become president or vice president. All the strong people that make it so hard, they like, yeah, fuck this shit, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? And it's hard to stay when you're the only one fighting. Everybody talk that shit behind the scenes, but then when it's in that meeting, it ain't nothing but church house mouse. Shit.
Yeah.
Crickets.
Yeah. Crickets.
You know? And I just feel like shit, man. It's hard to stay down when you're the lone wolf, man. You know?
It really is. You know, you're gonna have situations where everyone's not gonna like you. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you hold your ground 10 toes down as to what you need to do when you're, trying to, when you are the president of your charter.
Yeah.
So you put certain people in certain situations to be up under you. Now you're in a situation where you don't know what the fuck to do because you're put in this position and no one taught you how to be a president.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So how can you tell someone else how to be something that you're not, that you're trying to become?
Right.
That's the shit that I don't understand, but yet and still, when it's time to do certain things, you don't want to do them.
Right.
So
yeah,
how does that work?
It don't. It don't work because you're holding the club back. You're pulling members, and you either corrupting good members, or you get rid of them. Like I said, through the shenanigans you do, and the person's kind of like, man, I can't do this. I'm out of here. Bad presidents are like people in fucked up relationships. They disgruntled, and then they go to the next relationship and they create more damage. You know what I'm saying? More damage, if they not strong enough to, understand that whatever happened over there stays over there, and like I said, just to know, like, I don't even think they ever understood what being a member was. And I believe we've said this before, and I don't know which one of us said it, but you're always a member first.
Of course.
Don't ever forget your prospecting. You know what I mean? And people become these presidents and they forget all that stuff. They forget all the stuff that they learned, if they learned anything. And then they turn around and say, I'm president for life. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to stay right here.
Yes. And they
Man.
do that.
Yeah.
And they do
So-
that. Very well. Very well. And I'll say it again, you know, the internet is your friend. If there are certain
Yeah,
things that you
absolutely.
don't know about a position, fucking Google it to understand it.
Absolutely.
Then that way, when you are put in that position, you'll know how to conduct yourself.
Absolutely.
Just like my man said, you know, it's on the job training. Common is not common in America these days. So how the fuck do I expect for you to understand what's going on out here on this motorcycle set if you don't understand the rules that are put in front of you? Better yet, read them first.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
that'd be the main problem is most people get in these positions and don't know what the fuck they're doing, right? And that's where it gets all fucked up. They think it's about a pissing contest. They think it's about barking orders. They don't think it's about you working for the body.
Mhm.
And that's where the real issue comes in, because to speak on it, I had somebody hit me up about appointment, you know, about people getting appointed to certain spots and things like that. And I had to tell them, I said, you just as fast as you get appointed, you can be ejected out that same seat.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because it's not even a vote at that point. It's someone who chose to put you there. And if that person chooses to pull you out, that's just the way life is going to be,
Yeah.
you know. But people need to really understand what they're doing. And that's where I think the biggest problem comes in. Is just people just really don't know. You know what I mean? Or you want to listen to somebody else's club and how they function and just assume that you guys are supposed to function the same. And you're not. You're not supposed to
Yeah.
function the same at all. So, you know, they have to get around that part. You know, but that's really the main thing. Like, people think the road captain, you know, like road captain, let's take that. Some people don't even know what the fuck they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I'm just being 100. A lot of people who are in the road captain positions really don't know what the fuck they're supposed to do. You know,
No, for sure.
you know,
Not at
and
all.
they hear, yeah, all they hear is, oh, well, you're the president on the road, so they think they can just tell everybody shit. But
What to
if
do,
you don't know
yeah.
what you're doing, yeah, if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, how you gonna tell me anything? You know, I remember one time we had a road captain. You know, this is years ago. But he really didn't know where he was going. And he ended up he ended up taking the club like 4 hours out of, you know what I mean, off route. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he was out there just guesstimating with everybody behind him. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, you know. And I had another club brother was in the pack and whatever. And he had GPS on his shit, right? But he said every time they turned the corner, the GPS kept saying rerouting. And in my mind, I'm like, you didn't think to just go up there and correct the motherfucker? And he was like, nah, I enjoyed the ride. Oh, okay. Yeah, you lucky I wasn't with you, because I would have
Hey,
showed
you
nigga.
You know
After
what?
the second
think,
wrong turn, I'd have been on that ass.
I think you telling the story that I lived, man. About 7 of us going up to freaking Oakland.
Right.
He was a road captain from another club. Exact same story, bro. Dude in the back, his GPS kept saying rerouting. Dude in the front, he just ride. He the road captain. He just riding. Us in the middle, we just riding, right?
Yeah.
Finally,
Yeah.
finally, I got hungry and I said, hey, let's stop and get something to eat. I'm hungry. Shit, we've been on the road. I think we left at 10 hours. maybe 11 or 12 just to get to fucking Oakland.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it's about the same. It took these cats about 9.5 hours to get there. About the same.
Yeah,
But see, that's what I say about knowing what you're doing, right? About, like I said, with the road captain, some put them in the front, some put them in the back, right? The one in the front, though, if that's your spot, you need to know, like, which way we going. You need to, like, of the old days, they would tell you, the road captain would gather everyone up like a football huddle, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Before you even got on the road, and said, "Hey, we taking this freeway, that freeway, whoop-de-wham," and so on and so forth. And that way, you kind of had some type of inclination of which way we're going, rather than I just need to follow this motherfucker in front of me. You know what I mean? And that's But what happens when you get somebody who don't know what they're doing and don't know where they're going? Then what? You just out here stuck. You know what I mean? And let's say, the Perez or whoever else runs the motherfucking pack and he's the railroad captain. Sometimes they don't know that part, that they don't know they're supposed to control the gaps in the pack and make sure no cars are able to split us up. And if a bike breaks down, you're supposed to stop with them. Things of that nature. They don't understand a lot of that crap. They don't understand a lot of that crap. And then most of the times people are only worried about the Perez, the VP, and the Sarge. But the secretary plays a part. The motherfucking treasurer plays a part. And for those who don't know, there's a business manager somewhere in there. And I don't see why they keep forgetting this shit. I'll be seeing a million posts, right, with 6 motherfucking spots. 6. And you missing that 7th motherfucker. Like, you missing the 7th dwarf, nigga. It's not called Snow White with 6 dwarfs. It's called 7. And there's 7 of them. And it's like people don't understand that. Like when it comes to the business manager, he technically supposed to work hand in hand with the treasurer.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Because they're the ones that's supposed to deal with the business of the club. Whether it's renting a building, whether they got to buy some shit, sell some shit, whatever the case. It's up to them to decipher that. You know what I mean? And some people don't understand none of that. All the business of the club, whether it's about paperwork, building, renting shit, hotel, that's the business manager motherfucking job.
How much money we made for the night?
Like that's
takes a play.
The treasurer. The treasurer's just gonna read it off. We made $23.02. Nigga, how come we only made that much? Now we can go jump on the business manager. How come the pocket is short?
So we lose
money.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because everybody plays a fucking part. But when you don't know that, you just run around with a badge on your chest. You really ain't got no job, nigga. You just here. You just fucking here and taking up space. And then that's where the problems come in. Yeah, that's where the mutiny comes in and the problems, because nobody knows really what they're doing. And since you don't know what you're doing, you don't really know which way to go. So now it's about your feelings, not so much as the way this shit's supposed to fly.
Right. The blind leading the blind.
Yeah. If it don't feel right, I ain't doing it type shit. Well, it ain't gonna never feel right if you following a motherfucker who don't know what they doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Motherfucking choir.
Yeah.
Like you just stated about the road captain position. Everyone really feels that they can just run amok when they're the RC. But then again, like you said, most people don't really understand why they bring everybody to the circle as a road captain.
Yeah.
It's to give everybody direction. In case you get lost, this is where I need you to get off at on this location right here. If we're going too fast, remember, this is our next stop right here. So when you get off the freeway and you don't see no more bikes because you don't want to split lanes at 85, 90, in your mind, you said, well, damn, he said, I'm getting off on exit 27. So let me get off here. I don't see nobody. And guess what? There's the whole pack. So when you don't tell everybody what's going on as the road captain, you shouldn't be in that position. Period.
But you got to remember though, you got presidents that don't know what the fuck is going on. So how in the hell they gonna have a road captain know what the fuck is going on?
Hold on, but we're gonna get to that. The president go
Okay.
last. We're gonna get to him. We're working our way up the ladder. We're working our way up the ladder. Yeah.
Keep
Yeah, 'cause
going.
he gonna
Keep
get
going.
it too.
Keep going.
Yeah, he gonna get it too. He gonna get it
but see,
too.
that's
It's like, go ahead.
the whole aspect, the whole aspect of that shit, bro, is just like you want everyone to be safe and get there unharmed. So if you have someone lagging behind you, and when you get to the motherfucking to the gas station and you start counting and you missing like 4 or 5 bikes, guess what? They don't know what the fuck is going on. Now you look, you hear 4 or 5 bikes blow right past the gas station. Because guess what? You didn't tell them what the fuck is going on.
Right.
That's all I'm saying when it comes to this road captain shit. Let everyone know what's going on. That way, we all on the same page. No one get left behind. And like you stated earlier, if one pull over, that rear road captain needs to pull his ass over and see what's going on. Not keep going with the pack.
Yeah. But it's
Make it
like
make
Bobby
sense.
said. It's like Bobby says, but the BS runs downhill. That's true.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
why we
Yeah.
that's why we're explaining it backwards. Because at the end of the day, it's the head nigga's fault. If shit ain't going right. Whether it's the road captain, the business manager, the secretary, any of that shit. If it ain't going right, the blame is gonna get put on the president. It just don't matter.
Absolutely.
Now he may cuss out the vice president for everything fucking up, but it's still gonna be his fault.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? And then for you to and then Bobby said, I knew road captains that would run off and lead the pack. Well, he need to be fired.
Yeah. Yes,
right
sir.
then. As soon as he pull off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? It's up to your job, the road captain, to make sure everybody makes it there safe. Not just the front of the pack, not just the first 4 motherfuckers.
Yeah. Everybody.
But the thing is, I remember we was doing the kickbacks, and I had my member to come up there and talk to one of your members that was the road captain at the time, and he broke it down to he was sergeant at arms,
Mhm.
And again, for me, I learned on the go because of how I came in and how I moved up the ladder. Not really moved up the ladder, but shit, skipped a few positions. So I don't pretend to act as if I know. I like we talked about, let's do this, let's do that. Hey man, you need to talk to him. He's one of they sergeant at arms, and he broke it down to him. And then with the way he broke it down to him, they talked for about an hour or two. He understood his position better, right? And he began to operate better. A lot of times when you don't know, you don't want to be in the I don't know category. You want to be I'm the president or I'm the this, and but again, if you've never been in those positions and you didn't learn that stuff, you don't know. So you need to make connections with people who do know. So your person or you can get that education. You know what I'm saying? And that's critical. It's just like the story you I don't know if you told or Mecca told about the flat tire thing with the road captain. I love that story because to me, that's a real fucking road captain. Safety over everything. Get your tire fixed, meet us there.
Yeah.
You knew we had this run coming. You know what I mean? And a lot of times people get in positions and they don't know. What they know is, I want to be the P. I want to be the VP. Man, I drive trucks. So make me the road captain. The fuck? Just because you drive a truck, bro, you might know the roads. But do you know the rules of the road on your motorcycle?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Do you know how to say, okay, we going here and it's 4 hours away. Our first stop is here. Like you were saying, you have to know these things.
Yeah.
Business manager has to say, hey, you know what? Listen, We got gas for everybody at the first gas stop, if that's a part of the program.
Right.
Whoever ain't there, you just don't get no gas. Whatever the rules are. But a lot of times, people get in positions, they don't have the business sense. Some don't have common sense on how to do things, and they just winging it. I remember going to Arizona one time. I was riding with a brother really quick, and the brother is on the road. We in a pack, and he doing this. He done got so into his music, and I had to come way from the back because I was at the back. Hey man, what the fuck you doing? We in the pack, nigga. You go down, we all go down. What the fuck wrong with you? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So a lot of times it's a lot of not knowing, and other people may know, and they just kind of allow it. I ain't the president. I ain't the president. I ain't got to say nothing. I'm riding my ride.
That's true. And then, but like you said about that back and forth, just sliding shit, right?
Yeah.
You'll catch individuals and clubs and whatnot pull up at a light, right? And could be 3-4 lanes across the street. They taking up all the lanes. But to me, that just lets me know, like, ain't nobody taught you guys nothing about structure, how it's supposed to get down, like things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they just up there like a bunch of buzzing bees. And that's the way your club runs, that's cool. But that goes back to the road captain part. That you not knowing you're supposed to keep all of them in check.
Absolutely.
And when you say about, like you say about the business manager, anytime the club supposed to generate or make some money and that's your job, business manager, whether it's selling a fucking t-shirt, a fucking plate of food, a bumper sticker, I don't care what you're selling. Cans of Fix-A-Flat, sell what you gonna sell. But
right.
You know what I'm saying? That's your job to figure that out. You know what I mean? Yeah, everyone's gonna have a piece in it, but you the main component to that shit.
Yeah. You supposed to be the person that put it all together and know all the details.
Yeah, and or think of ideas for our club to make money. I don't care if it's a party, a picnic, whatever. That's the business manager's shit. Anything has to do with business. And business, promotes money. That's your fucking job.
Yeah.
I mean, that is your fucking job. The treasurer, we get it. Your job is to collect money, count money. Don't let a penny be missing. I remember I had one of these OGs arguing over 39 cents. Mecca, you remember that shit? Yeah. These old niggas complained over 39 goddamn cents. And they got through 50 cents on the table. Here, dude. Chill out. Chill the fuck out, dude. You know what I'm saying? 39 cents. Get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah.
That was a situation.
And then, the Sarge. A lot of dudes be having sergeants thinking that your job is to bark at your own members and play the Gestapo. That ain't always the fucking case. Yeah, you got to uphold the rules, but it's your job to protect these niggas. Protect the whole shebang. It's up to you to know when it's time to put our foot on the gas or hit the brakes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you've never been in that position, you ain't never walked into the lion's den, you ain't never, what that nigga Smackwater say, ain't never been through shit and ain't never been nowhere. You ain't gonna know what to do.
Of course not. Of course not.
And it's gonna be all bad for everybody moving.
It's like that Flag just said too. He said road captain should be the best rider in the chapter and also have common sense of direction.
Yeah, if you don't know no north, south, east, or west, you don't need to be no fucking road captain. Let's put that out there now.
Disclaimer.
If you don't know,
yeah.
If you don't know that the sun sets in the west and rises in the east, you do not need to be a road captain. Let's just go ahead and get that out there, bro, because you'll have a nigga going the wrong way for 300 miles, and nigga, we were supposed to go. What? What? Somebody owe me some gas money.
Oh,
somebody owe me some gas money, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Man, he said, bro, we get people that live with their mama as a business manager. Nigga, he need to be the cook, because I'm sure he can make some cookies or something. He better not be the road captain or the business manager, because clearly he can't handle rent. Said he can't pay the bills. Something ain't working.
Something ain't working right.
Yeah. I mean, your VP just can't be no pretty motherfucker. He need to be someone who's going to stand in your motherfucking toes when you're not there.
Yeah,
You know
agreed.
what I
You're
mean?
supposed to do that.
And yeah, and he's got to be able to stand up to that shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for real.
I remember one time when I first became a sergeant at arms back in the day, a motherfucker, OG, I ain't gonna call him motherfucker because he was an OG. But he walked up to me and he pointed at my, my little sergeant at arms thing, and he looked at me. He said, "Sometimes ain't." He said, "Make sure you do your job." He said, "Sometimes ain't no friends in this shit." You know what I mean? Because soon as you do something to him, or make him have to stand, and put his feet to the fire, now he ain't your buddy no more. Now this nigga talking
Right,
shit. Oh, this nigga
right.
done find me. Oh, this nigga done this or done that. Well, nigga, you not bigger than the fucking program, fool. And
Not
if
at
we all
all.
Exactly.
got to do it, so are you.
Yeah,
You
most
know the
definitely.
job. Yeah, the job of the members a lot of times is to make the job of your president and everybody else shit easier.
Easy.
It,
Yeah.
it's not about coming into the club being a motherfucking headache for nobody. And some people think that you when you join the club, I get to whoop you. It's not time for you to be no fucking headache, bro.
At all.
We're supposed to be all working for the same motherfucking goals and trying to improve ourselves, improve the club, and improve our pockets in this bitch. And
Yeah.
if you're not with
Yeah,
that shit,
buddy.
maybe you shouldn't be in no position. Just be a member. What time I gotta
Yeah.
show up? What time's the meeting? That yeah, if you're not like,
Yeah.
if you're not for no type of advancement in the club, do not be in the fucking cat.
You know what? Actually, I think a good member would stand out more than a title wearer, you know, because you're doing your job. You outside, you active, and a lot of times we see that some of these title wearers, regardless of the position, they get lazy. They forget. We talked about a business manager, but shit, I know of a secretary. I mean, a treasurer who couldn't count. Imagine that.
Oh Lord,
You,
Lord,
you
Huh?
know, you know what I'm
Y'all-
saying?
that was the brokest club ever.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know of a president who takes their money and spend it.
Broke. He just
You
broke.
know, you take your club money and you spend it. I know of a so-called national, I guess that's what the title would be for this person, that not have each club pay the mother chapter, but host each club dues. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. And people don't
Right.
know. And it's like you join it, and this is the way it was when you signed up. So sometimes it's kind of like too late to try to fight this battle because this battle has been going on and everybody that signed on is going with it. You the only motherfucker in the pot to say, oh no, this ain't right. Next thing you know, they castrate your ass. You out of there. You know what I mean? So a lot of the shenanigans is going on, you
Yeah.
know. But
But you got to
the
think,
best. Go ahead, bro.
not to cut you off, but like I said, if they castrating your ass for doing the right thing, that mean the whole body wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
yeah,
and and
Yeah.
and and, and like Bobby has said about being on the road, how it was a clique with a road captain ran off with the rest of the niggas. That's a clique
Right.
scenario too.
yeah,
You know what I mean? If we all clicking the wrong way, we just all gonna keep clicking the wrong way.
The wrong
yeah,
way.
yeah.
Ain't no
We're gonna get
helping
it
You know
us.
what
right
I mean?
eventually,
Yeah,
you know.
no, you ain't gonna get it right eventually. You gonna disappear eventually. That shit gonna
Yeah, well,
disband. People gonna start falling off, or you gonna end up with 3, 4 members because now you've gotten complacent with doing nothing.
Right.
yeah, I see what
You've
you're
Right.
gotten
saying. Yeah.
complacent with just hanging with the same bros over and over. You know what I mean? And it'd be 3 dudes in your club talking about we're a club. No, you're not. You three,
Boring.
four, yeah, you 3, 4 motherfuckers with the same vest on.
Only one going outside.
Yeah, synchronized. Nigga, you synchronized dressers. All those things.
Yeah,
I
nah.
cannot.
It is definitely, again, it's where knowledge and education is needed the most. And I think that, and this is just me giving my own synopsis to it. I think that a lot of people come in here with this my way type thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I said this before, not just learning your club rules, but the, so to speak, universal motorcycle rules. You know what I'm saying? Your club can be doing it ass backwards. Then you get out there and you wonder why something happened. And you thought you went by the right rules and you were following the blind who's leading the dumb, and the dumb is talking to the deaf.
Well, damn.
It's all mixed up. Yeah, it's all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So shit, it's fucked up. And somewhere along the lines, and I just say that you have to make a decision to get out that club if they can't do the most simplest thing. Follow the rules. Know your position.
Yeah, especially when it's rules that are already set before you. Because 9 times out of 10, when you join the club, they're gonna hand you some bylaws. They're gonna hand you all that shit. And I'm gonna be honest with you, 99% of motherfuckers don't read them. They just figure I'll just learn on the fly type shit. You know what I mean? They'll take them. You know what I mean? And if you've already given them the patch and the whole shebang, a lot of times they think they already know it or they know enough to stay here.
Right.
You know,
they got what they wanted, man.
Yeah, until them rules kick you in the ass. Now you're mad. Now everything turns personal. Oh, these niggas just hating on me. No, nigga. Yeah, they hating on you. They hating you ain't doing what the fuck you supposed to do. You right about that.
From day one.
And you know what? And I know it was titled, titles and positions, part 100. But I'm sure we're gonna get up to 1,000 on this because it's constant shit. In the last 2-3 weeks, it's funny y'all chose this topic. I just had a conversation with somebody this morning because their club was not going by the rules. The presidents refused to do some voting. You know what I mean? But the promise is it's gonna get better. That's the promise. But you don't even want to follow the Bible.
That's not the promise. That's the scapegoat to let shit keep floating like it's floating.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? If I what they say, keep hope alive. If I keep putting it in your pocket, it's gonna get better. You just gonna keep hanging on. So you get So what happens is you get used to it not getting better. But you're so used to the bullshit, you don't want to go nowhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean? And that's usually what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like Bobby said, bylaws have saved him from so many fines. You motherfucking right.
Yeah.
Right. Because some people won't tell you the rule till after you fucked it up.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they want to give you a warning. They just let you fuck up and be like, nigga, yours $500. For what? Right. Read your bylaws. Oh shit.
Now you stuck like Chuck.
Yeah, now you like shit.
Hey, Bobby, I'm right there with you. I mean, Fontaine, we had this conversation 2-3 years ago.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So and when you learn them and you know them and you know how to go about using them, they work.
Yeah. If you know how to read and comprehend what they say. Some people don't. They get them. They think this like a biology test in school. They want to just skim some shit. Let me skim through the bitches real fast.
Yep.
You can skim and get your ass in trouble.
Yeah, it'll get you skimmed. That's what happened. You can
some
skim
things
it
I learned dealing with y'all that was not in my bylaws have kept me safe on the road. You know what I mean? Nothing really major, but I had some bump ins, and knowing what to say was critical.
Of course.
And okay, cool. Or I'm on the road and I see somebody and he says, hey man, you know so-and-so, tall black guy? Yeah, I know him. Yeah, man, that's my buddy, man. It's my partner too, man. And that just eased all the tension. You know what I mean? So again, just kind of going offbeat, but tying it in, you get these positions in your head get big within your club. And you forget to deflate that motherfucker when you get on the set. And somebody deflated for you.
I'm going to tell you something. Ain't nothing more humbling than getting punched in the motherfucking mouth.
Yeah. Humble.
You did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially
Mhm.
by someone you don't think was gonna do it. Getting fired
Yeah.
on or whatever, or worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the thing is, why put yourself in that predicament?
Absolutely.
Especially in a world or a culture where we supposed to be sort of on some kumbaya type shit. Not
Right.
everybody. We get clubs are gonna have issues and things of
Right.
that nature, but for the most part, we know that this motherfucking set was made for some kumbaya shit, some partying, an underground world, and to kind of get away from the everyday kinks in life.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
It's supposed to be
mean?
your safe haven from the bullshit.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But some want to come out here, and like somebody had said earlier about um, it probably wasn't on here. It might have been on Facebook. I was reading it earlier where they said people get it confused by watching Sons of Anarchy and watching Jax Teller on some training wheels. You know what I mean? And it's the truth. It's the truth because it's like people will take that and think this is our time and that's how we're supposed to act, and it's not.
Right.
It's not. They should have made a old video or something of that scenario on some other shit, but that's not our get down in an overall aspect.
Right. Right.
You know.
My thing
You know.
you notice every time the president goes out, and it's always, oh yeah, what's up, man? I'm so and so, so I'm the president of Whoop the Wham. I'm the president. I mean, my thing is, I've been around for a long time, bro, and I've never actually heard a president actually say, I'm so and so, my name. It's not I'm the president. You've
Right.
already got the title on your fucking vest.
What you say, Mecca? We can read, nigga. No.
Man, I'm just saying, it's on your vest, bro. Like you want a microphone to everybody you walk in the door? Hey, y'all,
And
guess
nine
what?
times out of 10, they reading your
Yep.
vest as you
He
walk up.
do. He do. He need a megaphone. He need the big one, the big megaphone. We're not playing with you.
Man,
I need everyone to hear me from the gate to the bar.
for
Right.
what?
Right.
Okay,
Fuck.
I'm gonna even send out a mass text.
Don't
Everyone
let
phone
it be
going,
a few females around. He gonna yell it from here to Timbuktu. I'm the
man.
Man,
president.
Oh yeah,
for
for
Yeah.
sure they
real,
will.
bro.
For sure
Yeah.
they will, because they
Yeah.
some of
Not
them
that
fall for the okey
serious.
doke. Some of them gonna
Yeah.
fall for the banana in the tailpipe. That's the problem.
Yeah. 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 And again, several years ago, I dropped that whole. I introduced myself. It is what it is. Half the time, if you've never met somebody, it's gonna be hard for them to remember your name anyway. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So for me,
Right.
it's just introduce myself, keep it moving. You know what I mean? And when I see you again, it's gonna be the same way. You know,
Right.
I got a brother that walks up to me every time he see me and introduce himself, and we didn't saw each other probably the last 3 years straight. You know what I mean? And I said, man, if you introduce yourself one more time, he said, man, it's just habit, man. It's just habit, man. You know, no problem, bro. You know what I'm saying? I get it. So,
Man.
and again, title
What's
hunters.
up?
That's what I'm gonna call them.
Yeah.
Title hunters. You know, you hunt for a title. You want the respect because of the title. The title don't give you respect really outside of your club, and most of the time don't give it to you in the club if you're not a good president.
Not at all. Not at fucking all. I'm gonna tell you something else too, and since we getting short on time, we go ahead and run to the top, right? When it comes to the president. Now, in reality, you can put whoever you want there, but at the end of the day, the president, the shit gonna fall in your lap.
Always.
Yeah,
I don't care if it's a fuck member. I don't care if it's a fuck cabinet member. That shit gonna fall in your lap, and they're gonna blame you because you allowed it to happen. You allowed that motherfucker to stay there. If your
yeah,
president lets you go from LA to Oakland and it takes you guys 13 hours, that's your royal captain fault. That's on the president
yeah,
at the end of the
yeah.
day because you allowed this motherfucker to sit here. As soon
No
as he
matter
went
what
down the
it
wrong freeway, I'd have redirected everything moving. Where the fuck do you think you going, my boy?
He wanted to sightsee, man.
is.
Nah, you can sightsee by yourself on your own time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got me fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like everything plays a part and it runs downhill. If your secretary ain't writing the notes right, president, your
Yep.
fault.
Yep.
Let
Yep.
us just go down the line. If the money ain't right, president, it's your motherfucking fault.
Yep.
Now, of
Yeah.
course, they're gonna say it's
Absolutely.
not, but at the end of the day, you run the show, dude. And
Mhm.
sometimes you have to make an executive decision for the body if shit ain't running right for everybody, not for yourself, for the body.
Yeah.
If it's not running right for the body, it's time for a motherfucker to get up out of his chair.
Oh, for
yes,
sure.
sir.
It's just
Indeed.
that
For
simple.
sure.
Vice president, if the president ain't there, it's up to your motherfucking ass to make sure everybody is in order. And if you
You
can't
know,
do it, it's up to the president to replace your motherfucking ass too.
my thing
Immediately.
is, I always say this: I do not mind following a good leader. I'm not following the blind. I'm not following the dumb, and I'm not following the stupid.
It's your fault my music not working. You might be right, my boy. You might
You
be
know what I'm
right.
saying?
You know what I'm
Shit.
saying? Because you didn't listen to me when I told you to go to the right individual. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You wasn't listening when I said go to this cat. You went to
It's
to
not
plan
that cat,
B.
huh?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking
Right.
about? I
Right.
said this cat, you went to that cat. You got a plan B stereo in this motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not my fault, baby.
Like you said, a Plan
yeah.
B stereo
Hey,
system.
Plan
and,
B
and, and,
stereo
and,
system.
and speaking of that, bro, it's funny how people who keep their bike on the road don't make a difference what your position is. You keep your bike on the road, you give advice to somebody like, bro, stop going to all these backyard mechanics, bro. Before you know it, you got 10 mechanics that can promise you they can fix your problem, right? They keep going to people because they don't want to pay the good mechanic prices.
That'd be the
No,
problem.
yeah, hell yeah.
No, I
You
mean,
see what I'm saying?
everyone. The thing is, everyone trying to save a buck, though. We all trying to save a buck, though. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
that's why
I
you.
get that.
Yeah, that's why when they sit there and tell you it's gonna cost them bands to put that stereo in, your homeboy turn around and be like, "Man, shoot me 500, I got you." Shit.
Yeah,
If
good luck.
either it ain't gonna sound right or it's gonna catch fire.
Ooh,
Bro, listen, I,
Yeah.
I just told myself, stop. Stop recommending suggestions because they're going to do what the fuck they want to do anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me, man, who work on your bike? And then I tell you, and then you go to the alley cat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the dude
No,
you
bro.
told him cost too much money. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
And you rather spend too much money than be broke down on the highway.
But what they always say, fix it right the first time.
You won't have to do it twice.
Yeah, but not everybody gets that. Sometimes, that fix it right the first time costs a little too much. So I'm gonna fix it right the third time.
He
I'm
said
gonna
too
patch it
much,
up a
Chad.
couple of times.
After you done spent too much.
Yeah, for sure. But you got to go through that learning process. I got a cat right now, and he probably watching this shit. And I tell him all the time. I've been telling this boy for years, but he still want to do it his own fucking way. And then get mad when he done spent thousands. He want to come back to me talking about you jinxed me. How? All you had to do was fucking listen. But you want to
First time.
save a buck, bro. You want to save a buck here, save a buck there, and then end up paying 2 to 3 times you would have paid the first time if you just listened to me.
Absolutely.
Just listen to me.
Go
Because I done
ahead.
because the thing is, I probably done already went through the trials and tribulations. I'm trying to save you $1.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Or I know somebody else who done been through it, so I don't want you to go through it.
Hey, you know what? A dude told me when I first got my heart, he said, man, look, so you don't buy everything twice. Wait till you get what you really want.
Yeah.
And then start putting stuff on your bike.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't listen. I learned that early in the game, right? I ain't going through it no more. I'm going to get what I want. If I can't afford it right now, I'm going to wait till I can afford it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be stuck somewhere. The whole pack is stuck because of you.
Ooh
You know
wee.
what I mean? It's not cool. You know,
Yeah.
and I think that too is a part of people who are in position. If everybody's telling the person the same thing and they fuck up, they're gonna learn it. But if I say, man, look, just take your bike over here to this cat. Man, he do good work, man. He do tons of bikes. He build racing bikes. He does this, he does that. And you go to a cat that nobody never heard of. I
Sammy
honestly
Joe
don't even
Watson.
want to ride with you because something's gonna happen.
Yeah, because he was Sammy Joe Watson. He said he's gonna
Yeah.
fix you up.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix it, bro. Oh, man, don't go over there, man. They charge too much. I got you. Give me $150. Well, the part costs $150. What is he fixing? You know?
But I just want to give a shout out to my girl Pineapple and Iron Goddess for their show coming up this weekend in Las Vegas. We appreciate you guys for having us there. Thank you. Mr. Philly Whopper.
How I get in that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
You know how to put
Yeah.
that out there, man.
As you should. As you absolutely should. I didn't get the memo, so you know, but I couldn't
You
go
wasn't
nowhere
around.
anyway. It's an all chapters meeting. I couldn't go nowhere anyway. You know what I mean? See, so
That
you know,
shit is right
you know how
there.
y'all say it's mandatory. You got to be there.
That's how we do it, sir. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
And not only that, what's even bigger than the all chapters meeting, my daughter's graduating that same next weekend, you know.
Oh,
So
for
she's
sure.
on her way to Howard. So I'm kind of trying to wrap my head around these prices, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, yeah. You need to stay home then, Jackson. Tito.
Yeah.
Tito Jackson
Mhm.
on this bitch.
Man, I need to stay home.
Look, it's been fun, you guys.
Are y'all taking
Yeah.
Crown Royal, man? What's the deal?
Man, are you? Is she
You know
on?
what?
Is the question. You already know the say.
Yeah.
You know the answer to that. What are you talking about?
Okay, my bad.
Man, what are you talking about, Jack?
We
She'll pull her
appreciate
bike
y'all
out.
for coming out and you know, blessing us with y'all presence tonight. But don't forget, next Monday, how many of y'all have life insurance? Let's talk about that next Monday.
Me.
We ain't talking about you, Phil. We is not talking about you, bro.
Shit, I
Yeah,
gotta
so
have
tune
it.
in.
I need to leave my Rugrats something.
Hey,
He's not talking about you, buddy.
no car washes, no
He
GoFundMe
said-
pages around here.
He said no fish fries. He's
Man, I'm serious. But yeah, though. Look, see, there you go. That's what I'm talking about, Fatima. Thank you. So make sure y'all tune in next Monday. It's going to be a good show. We got some valuable information that you all need to hear.
That is for
Mr.
sure.
Ellerby.
See? Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. We up out of here. Again, we'll be across that border next weekend, and then we'll see everybody on Monday.
Peace.
Good night, Jackson. You already know.
Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Bikes in the Hood podcast channel on YouTube. Your support is greatly appreciated. You can also find us on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, and Facebook. Stay safe in them streets.